Yo, my name is Slip. I'm here to tell you few things I wish I knew before I started playing Eternal Legion. So the first thing I want to talk about is the tutorial, because if you complete the tutorial, you're gonna get 3 characters for free just because you complete it. It doesn't mean that the tutorial does anything, because when I played it I was really confused. I really didn't know what to do and what to expect from the game. So I recommend you to do the tutorial just for the 3 characters, but other than that it didn't really help me that much. So I want to talk about crafting and builds. So the first thing are builds, because you join the lobby, you're in, and you're looking for some build, So there are some recommended builds. There's gonna be one. I think the first game you'll ever play, you won't be even looking at that. You'll just be looking at the skin, at the characters, and stuff like that. There are some builds, yeah? Those builds changes your path on the map, where you spawn, how many locations you have to visit, how many material you got to take, not how many, but what kind of material you're gonna have to collect. I wouldn't recommend you to even touch the loadouts and builds and do it yourself, because they are really complicated, and at the start of your game you shouldn't really be worried about your own builds. So the second thing to that is, do not click the map when you're picking your location of spawn and stuff like that, because when I played my first game I was clicking on the map and I spawned in some random location without loot that I needed for my build. So don't click on that, it will automatically set you on the path that your loot is. So I'm gonna talk about crafting because it's related to the builds. So first of all, you're going to spawn in some location at the Lumi Island. You are going to loot boxes that are around you in the area where you spawn. Materials you're going to collect from the boxes and from the crates and from the other stuff you'll find are going to make your base build, which is the build that you're choosing in the lobby when you're picking your character. You are collecting material from some locations, you pick all you can, and then you go to other locations and you're going to pick another, and you're going to craft those materials together to make yourself a purple set build. I can't stress enough how food is important in this game, because without food you can't replenish your health in combat, where you can't press X and sit down and just wait for your health to go up. So how to obtain the food? Kill some animal which drops like a meat, cook it at the campfire and get blue meal. Also you can collect potatoes, fish and mushrooms. After collecting them you can get grey mushroom, grey fish and grey potato. All those 3 can drop purple food, which if you cook it gives you gold food, which is like 1000 HP regenerated in 15 seconds. So food is really important. I think you can stack up 2 different food or 2 food at the same time to regenerate you. So food is really important. If you're in a fight, you just pop it and then get into the fight, and it will regenerate your health slowly but surely. If you are gonna be playing solo without your teammates, one thing is going to happen. You are going to get clustered by a full team that is playing together, and you're gonna get insta-killed. Playing with your team is super important, because farming is way faster when you're with team. If any fight happens, there is a probability that you can win this fight while it's 3v3, or if you find some solo player that didn't group with his teammates, you're gonna get free kill. Next point that is really important is farming. So after you got your gear, you got your food, you group, you start farming. That means killing animals around the area, which gives you gold, and gives you XP. When the farming starts, you should check your map and see what objectives are spawning. In the beginning of the match, there are spawning like Tree of Lives that you can collect at some areas. Meteorites are falling down, and you can contest Alpha, which drops loot. You should farm till the objectives are up or a few seconds before. After that, it's good to contest some objectives so you get some material from the objective. It will happen that there will be teams that will contest the same area and the same objective as you do. It's up to you if you fight for the objective or you just leave and find something else to do. In my opinion, you should take every fight you see or you can take, because that's the way that you learn how to play the character and how to play the game. So the last thing I want to talk about are fights. As I said before, you should take every fight you can, because it will teach you how to play the game, how to use the character. But fighting isn't always that good. For example, in the early game, you don't have much items, and it's pointless to fight some guy who is level 1 and you're also level 1, because it doesn't give you that much value, you don't have that much damage, it takes a lot of time that you could spend on farming and collecting material for your build. So, fights are good to take, but not really good in early game, because you don't deal much damage and it doesn't give you that much value as fighting in the mid game or late game. This is gonna be the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. There is more stuff to talk about, so if you want me to make another video like this one, or just wanna follow my journey in learning Eternal Return, write in the comments below.